And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possible. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll toss it to Crowell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down forthcoming.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This one taken from the 7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Andy Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Dalton here from the gun. Busts through the tackle. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a handoff looking right. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over! Over! Over!
He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
That's taken on the 25. And a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action here with Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the
All right, here we
25.
go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Four down, check. All right, here we go. Green.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. You got motion there. You got motion there right there. Get him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On second down, Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A first down throw coming for Dalton. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Dalton sets up play action. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Cairo Santos, former Chiefs kicker, on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Ware. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Spencer Ware, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's second down. Dalton looking. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From midfield here, Dalton. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Passing, it's Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Dalton. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right there. All day, baby.
They're going to look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the threes already put through the posts.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. David Johnson here on the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Dalton here from the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dalton. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Butker able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
Under pressure, they got him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Dalton. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
This is Johnson. He's got it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeout.
And it'll be second.
All right. And I'm looking at you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you tell me the role that the microwave plays at Chipotle?
We don't have one that plays no role.
No role?
No, we don't microwave anything.
Cool.
Score yourself. But now,
and keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Bye.